Is China on the brink of launching an invasion of Taiwan? The escalating military exercises conducted by China near Taiwan indicate a potential rise in global apprehension. This development has unsettled Taiwan, prompting strategic adjustments. Yet, can Taiwan effectively defend itself against China's advances, or will Chinese pressures compel Taiwan to consider reunification? Let's find out. Are we on the brink of a major conflict in the Taiwan Strait? The recent intensification of Chinese military drills around Taiwan has heightened global concerns, bringing the issue of Taiwan's security to the forefront of international discourse. The exercises, described as a campaign of political and military intimidation by Beijing, aim to test China's ability to seize power and control key areas in Taiwan. These actions come in the wake of Taiwan's new president, William Lai Ching-te, declaring Taiwan a sovereign and independent nation in his inauguration speech, a statement that Beijing deemed provocative and unacceptable. Given the historical tensions and the significant military buildup, the question of whether China is preparing to invade Taiwan is increasingly urgent. So, what do China's political rhetoric and policy statements reveal about its intentions? China's political rhetoric and policy statements provide significant insight into its intentions regarding Taiwan. Under President Xi Jinping, the Chinese Communist Party CCP has adopted an increasingly assertive stance on Taiwan. Xi has made several high-profile speeches underscoring the importance of reunification, framing it as a historical mission and a key element of the Chinese dream of national rejuvenation. In his 2019 speech marking the 40th anniversary of the message to compatriots in Taiwan, Xi reiterated that reunification is inevitable and warned against any efforts toward Taiwanese independence. Recent developments further highlight this assertiveness. The Joint Sword 2024 military exercises, which China described as a punishment for Taiwan's new president William Lai Ching-te's declaration of Taiwan as a sovereign and independent nation, directly manifest Beijing's willingness to use military intimidation to achieve its political objectives. Beijing views Lai as a troublemaker and separatist. The Chinese state media has condemned his actions, promising severe repercussions. Such strong language and military posturing reflect China's resolve to deter any moves toward formal independence and assert its claim over Taiwan. But how does Taiwan's domestic politics influence its stance on independence? Taiwan's domestic political landscape is pivotal in shaping its stance on independence and its relations with China. The two major political parties, the Democratic Progressive Party DPP and the Kuomintang KMT, have divergent approaches to cross-strait relations. The DPP, currently led by President Tsai Ing-wen, has historically advocated for a Taiwanese identity distinct from China and has promoted policies emphasizing Taiwan's sovereignty. Tsai's administration has maintained a cautious approach, avoiding provocations while firmly rejecting Beijing's one country, two systems model proposed for Taiwan. William Lai Ching-te, who succeeded Tsai, has been more explicit about Taiwan's independence, further straining cross-strait relations. His inauguration speech declaring Taiwan a sovereign and independent nation marks a significant escalation in Taiwan's rhetoric, reflecting a shift towards a more assertive stance on sovereignty. This move has mobilized Taiwan's armed forces to monitor and shadow Chinese military activities, showcasing images of F-16s armed with live missiles as a demonstration of its defensive readiness. On the other hand, the KMT advocates for closer economic ties and dialogue with Beijing, arguing that engagement and cooperation are essential for maintaining peace and stability. This divergent approach between the DPP and KMT illustrates the internal political dynamics influencing Taiwan's policies and stance on independence. The public sentiment also plays a crucial role, with a growing number of Taiwanese identifying themselves as Taiwanese rather than Chinese, reflecting a strong national identity and support for sovereignty. All this is impacting China and Taiwan relations. What international diplomatic moves are impacting China-Taiwan relations? The international community plays a critical role in the dynamics of China-Taiwan relations. The United States, in particular, is a key player due to its long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity and its commitment to Taiwan's defense under the Taiwan Relations Act. Recent U.S. actions, including arms sales to Taiwan and high-level diplomatic visits, have been interpreted by Beijing as provocative and indicative of U.S. support for Taiwan's sovereignty. Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. The United Nations and other international bodies have called for restraint from all parties to avoid escalation. However, China's influence in international organizations has often sidelined Taiwan, limiting its participation and recognition on the global stage. Despite this, Taiwan has sought to expand its international presence through unofficial channels and participation in international forums under names like Chinese Taipei. In response to the Joint Sword 2024 exercises, the United States has urged China to act with restraint, reiterating its commitment to supporting Taiwan's self-defense capabilities. The U.S. maintains a significant military presence in the Asia-Pacific region. It conducts freedom of navigation operations in the Taiwan Strait, signaling its strategic interest in the area and its support for Taiwan. Regional players like Japan and South Korea also closely monitor the situation. Japan, in particular, has expressed concern over the stability of the Taiwan Strait, given its proximity and strategic interests in maintaining regional security. Strengthening U.S.-Japan defense cooperation and including Taiwan-related security issues in their strategic dialogues highlight the broader regional implications of China-Taiwan tensions. Taiwan's defense strategy now revolves around maintaining a credible deterrent against Chinese aggression. The recent mobilization of armed forces and the showcasing of defense capabilities are part of a broader effort to strengthen Taiwan's military readiness. Taiwan has been investing in modernizing its military, procuring advanced weaponry from the United States, and enhancing its asymmetric warfare capabilities to counterbalance China's superior military strength. On the economic front, Taiwan has actively sought to diversify its trade relationships to reduce dependency on China. While economic ties with China remain significant, Taiwan is pursuing new markets and partnerships, particularly in Southeast Asia, and with advanced economies like the United States and the European Union. Taiwan's strategic importance in the global semiconductor industry, exemplified by companies like TSMC, provides it with economic leverage and international support. Now the question is, how is China's military development shaping the threat landscape for Taiwan? China's military capabilities have expanded significantly over the past few decades, with the People's Liberation Army (PLA) undergoing extensive modernization and restructuring. The PLA's development is a crucial element in understanding the military threat to Taiwan. Under President Xi Jinping, China has invested heavily in advanced weaponry, naval power, and cyber warfare capabilities, aiming to achieve a military force capable of projecting power far beyond its borders. The PLA's modernization includes developing advanced missile systems, such as the DF-21D carrier-killer anti-ship ballistic missile, which can threaten U.S. aircraft carriers operating in the Pacific. The expansion of the PLA Navy plan is also notable, with the commissioning of new aircraft carriers, such as the Shandong and the under-construction Fusion, which enhance China's ability to project power and potentially blockade Taiwan. The PLA Air Force (PLAAF) has acquired stealth fighters like the J-20, increasing its air superiority and strike mission capabilities. The exercises were a show of force and a strategic rehearsal for potential military operations aimed at Taiwan. The focus on joint operations indicates a sophisticated level of military coordination among different branches of the PLA, essential for executing complex military campaigns. The choice of scenarios, such as amphibious landings and missile strikes, directly relates to potential operations needed to invade and control Taiwan. So, is Taiwan prepared to defend itself against a potential invasion? Taiwan's defense strategy is to maintain a credible deterrent to discourage Chinese aggression. To counterbalance the PLA's numerical and technological superiority, Taiwan has focused on developing asymmetric warfare capabilities. This approach includes investing in advanced missile systems, cyber defenses, and mobile, survivable forces that can operate effectively in Taiwan's challenging terrain. Taiwan has been enhancing its military readiness in response to China's increased threat. The Taiwanese armed forces were mobilized during the Joint Sword 2024 exercises, closely monitoring Chinese military activities. Taiwan's Ministry of Defense showcased images of F-16 fighter jets armed with live missiles, indicating high alertness and preparedness. Additionally, Taiwan has conducted its military exercises to simulate defense against an invasion, focusing on urban warfare, coastal defense, and rapid mobilization of reserve forces. Taiwan has also strengthened its defense partnerships, particularly with the United States. Recent U.S. arms sales to Taiwan include advanced missile systems, upgraded fighter jets, and modern naval vessels. These arms sales are intended to bolster Taiwan's defensive capabilities and ensure it can sustain a prolonged defense during a Chinese attack. Cybersecurity is a critical component of Taiwan's defense strategy. Given the increasing frequency and sophistication of cyber attacks attributed to Chinese state actors, Taiwan has invested in robust cyber defenses to protect its critical infrastructure and military communications. Asymmetric warfare capabilities, such as developing indigenous missile systems like the Xiangfeng series, are designed to target high-value PLA assets and disrupt Chinese operations. Taiwan's asymmetric strategy also includes acquiring mobile and survivable weapon platforms that can operate in Taiwan's mountainous and urban terrain, complicating any PLA invasion efforts. This strategy aims to make any potential invasion costly and protracted, thereby deterring China from attempting it in the first place. Many say China will be able to invade Taiwan, as its economy will leverage it. So, how might China leverage its economic power over Taiwan? China's economic leverage over Taiwan is a significant factor in the cross-strait relationship. As one of Taiwan's largest trading partners and a crucial export market, China holds considerable sway over Taiwan's economy. Beijing has used economic measures, such as trade restrictions and investment incentives, as tools of coercion to pressure Taiwan politically. Taiwan's economic dependence on China makes it vulnerable to such tactics, raising concerns about the potential for economic coercion to influence Taiwan's domestic politics and decision-making. Do you think the West's support for Taiwan will make things difficult? Will this provoke China's aggression? Why is West making things tough instead of trying to fix them? Let us know in the comments section. Will China stop after the West's support, or will it go aggressive? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.